Okay, we should be live. We should be live. And I think we are. I think we are officially live. There we go. We are officially live now. Thanks to anyone that will be here for a while. And free agency is starting in an hour and 12 minutes. In 1 hour and 12 minutes, free agency is officially starting. So yeah, we are going to pull up our timeline right now to get some free agency news in here. And yeah, if any of you guys are know any news, let me know. If any of you guys have any news, let me know. But yeah, it is a is an interesting one that we saw Chelsea Gray. We saw Chelsea Gray and we saw what's her name? Jackie Young. Well, yeah, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, and all of them. Thoughts on the tempo? I mean, I think they're trying to win. I don't know how much I love that, to be honest. I don't know how big of a fan I am of the Toronto tempo evenly trying to win. Just purely because of the fact that they should be able to get a really good draft pick this year with Juju potentially being there. Like, I understand, the Valk showed that you can win, but I'm also like, just because you can win doesn't mean you should win necessarily. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's just my opinion. Just because you can win does not mean you should. Julie Van Loo, she's good, won't be tough on the budget. She's playing for the Sparks at a minimum. You would have to trade together, and Ty Harris is 100 times better. But yeah, the Sun getting Brittany Griner is mad. That is a mad one. And paying her $1 million is crazy too. It's only is the 11th the only day for the free agency signings does it start? No, it just starts tomorrow. The signing period starts tomorrow, but the signing period starts in an hour and 9 minutes, which is why we're live. We are live because the signing period starts in 1 hour and 9 minutes. Starts the 11th, ends the beginning of training camp. Yeah, but like, it'll be done before the draft. There might be 1 or 2 signings to be made after the draft. So, what is the Fever's roster? Do I think Smith goes to the Liberty? No, I think she goes back to the Lynx. They have the money to keep her, so I think she goes back to the Lynx. My expectation is we probably see Shu Yu Yang. Is she? She was the one that hooped in the Olympics, wasn't it? In the World Cup qualifiers for China. Wow, she's that young. She's like Caitlin's age. But no, she hooped. That being said, she's only averaging 16 points in the CBA in a league where like Carter averages 40. But she did hoop for China. I will say that. Lynx lost Shepard. Yeah, I think Alana's back. I think we're going to see Alana back. Lamb will get a lesser role with the Liberty. I mean, the Lynx were trying to get NECA. They lost out on NECA. She'll get paid more to stay with the Lynx than she will to go to Liberty. I do think she's going to go back to the Lynx. Like, if NECA wanted to go to the Liberty, they would sign her too. But yeah. Smith may want a window, so Minnesota are going to be competitive. You do realize Minnesota are basically running it back, but they're probably getting Alana Smith, right? Say not Alana Smith, sorry. They're probably getting Gabby Williams. Why people aren't sold on Lauren Betts? It's not. It's just that archetype hasn't been successful. And like, she's not the most athletic. But yeah. Who do I think Fever should draft? Mo Billings is a great signing. When it comes to the Fever drafting, I don't know, because we need to see who we sign. Like, if we lose Lexi or Sophie, you're looking at Neepkins or Haquez. Probably Haquez if she's there. If you keep Lexi and Sophie, it's like whoever. Like, literally, it's just best player available. It's probably Martine. And taking Martine just to send her back to Spain for a year or two to improve isn't the end of the world either. Because her clock starts ticking on her contract when she comes back. BG going back to Texas via Connecticut. Oh, yeah, fair, actually. I forgot, they're going back to Houston. But, signing for $1 million. Like, the Connecticut Sun just have money. They just have the money to throw at players. They absolutely do. But yeah, I think Mo Billings has probably been one of the biggest signings. Mo Billings who have been the biggest free agency signings so far? Naka, duh. Like the Dream are just literally running it back by adding Angel. If Fee missed the first 6 weeks, who will do most of the scoring? Kayla McBride. The Lynx are going to make the playoffs. They might be a 6 seed. They might be a 7 seed. They might be an 8 seed. They're going to make the playoffs. 6 weeks is not a lot of time. Confirmed about Mo Billings. Nothing's confirmed. Nothing's confirmed. But like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Roberta hasn't been wrong. Roberta seems to be on the effing money. And I wonder who signs Natasha Howard. Like, I really do. How do I feel about Flau'jae? Super high upside, super high athlete, can shoot the shit out of the ball. Just has no ability to drive left at all. Had a down year, I guess. But yeah, I don't hate Flau'jae. I think if she goes 5 to Chicago and they get Skylar Diggins, she could be great. I think Kayla Fee would be injured, so losing Jess. Kayla's not injured. She just burst her eardrum. She can't fly. So, like, which is obviously a big problem if you're in America. Like, Kayla's fine. She just can't fly. So you're, like, guessing probably that she'll be able to fly by the start of the season. But, like, she's fine. She just can't fly. Fee can miss out on individual awards. I don't think she cares, to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Nafisa Collier cares about getting or not getting an individual. K-Mac hurt her quad. Yeah, but she played again. And then she just got bursted eardrum on a flight. Like, not everyone wants to live. I mean this when I say this. Like, I've been to Awafam's hometown 4 times. There is nothing there. The middle of nowhere in Texas has more stuff to do than Awafam's hometown. Like, there is actually nothing to do. There is nothing to do. There is like one outdoor basketball court in her hometown. It's so bad that her brother got recruited at that hometown to go play in Ireland. Her brother plays in Cork. He got recruited as a 16-year-old to play in Ireland. No one from Spain has ever gone to Ireland other than him as a kid. That's how little there is to do in Santa Pola. Don't get it twisted, I love Santa Pola. I love Santa Pola because anytime I go there, I can just chill and do nothing. But like, that's all you can do. Wings obviously get out. Yeah, obviously. Mo is not even going to be close to minimum. Mo might be 500-600k. I think the Lynx are going to get. I think the Lynx are going to get Olivia Miles. So not Lynx. Jeez, I think the Wings are going to get Olivia Miles. I'm going to be honest. I think the Wings are going to get Olivia Miles. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be like, nah, there's no way. I actually have this weird feeling ESPN are going to be right. Sorry, just in case I need to go off camera at any stage. But yeah, I actually think that everyone's talking about stuff, but I do think that the Wings are going to take Olivia Miles at 1. 9 of 10 players care about money and accolades. Yeah, it's their job. It's their job. Like, I mean that. It's their job. So, like, it's very different. It's very, very different when you are making... The difference between 50 million and 30 million is a lot smaller to your quality of life than 1 million to 600k. What does Olivia do that Iana Martine can't do? Olivia can go left and right. Iana Martine can't go right. How are you, the Popey Frank? How are you? Did we really sign Mo Billings? According to Roberta, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Roberta seems to be like the most trustworthy news source for this entire free agency. Roberta seems to be the plug. Where do I hear Courtney Williams to Phoenix? Oh, is there Courtney Williams to Phoenix? I will be surprised at that. Is there a Courtney Williams to Phoenix rumor? No. There's nothing about Courtney Williams to Phoenix. Heard we signed Monique Billings. Not officially signed, but the person who leaked that she's going to the Fever has been right with a lot of things. So we have to be honest with that one. Do we think we keep the first round pick? Second, third round picks development spot. I think KK might go into development. People don't understand. Like, I love KK. I really want KK to succeed. And there were so many flashes of it. I don't think people understand and how bad she is at every tangible part of basketball. Like, as in the stuff you can measure. Or sorry, every intangible part of basketball. She has no idea where she is on the floor. Like, absolutely none. Like, she gets lost on offense, lost on defense, gets in people's way. And it's one of those things with KK, like, she was getting no minutes. She was getting no minutes on an iffy EuroLeague team, and there were teenagers playing over her. Like, that matters. Like, it matters when there are teenagers playing over you when you're 23 years old. That does matter. Astier rookie team this year in Connecticut, probably. Probably. I'm not going to lie. Very good chance. Tina Charles. Did you say Tina Charles on vet minimum? Like, nothing's happened since the Griner situation. Nothing's happened since Griner. I have Alexa, I have Annie, I have Underdog, I have everyone on notifications. Notifications on for everyone. And we have another 58 minutes until... By the way, the floodgates are going to open in 58 minutes. It's the official signing period. We're going to get everything official. We're going to have everything official. But yeah, it is the dream are going to be scary, man. Will the Samuelson sisters be back? I don't see why not. They can't even play any ball this year at all. But like, I don't see why Carly wouldn't be back. Apologies, there is dust. I'm moving into a new house and doing some work. There's just dust everywhere in my house. There's a load of things. Like, I don't know. Like, I ended up getting a tiny spot under my eye, and I don't know what the fuck made it look this bad. Like, it was nothing. I just kind of leaned against my hand for like a few minutes, and I took my hand off my eye. Looked like a black eye. I heard Sati's in Dallas. Yeah, she's a house in Dallas. She's trolling. Thank you for the $2 though. Classic Stang. Or Classic Stan Glover. Lexi staying with the fever. Is anything official? Ain't official? Olivia Mosby a better point guard. I'll give her that she might be a better like flashy passer. I think she might be a better flashy passer. I'll give her that much. That's the only thing I'm giving her over it. Obviously, players are choosing dollar over team. Yes. Like, you do realize that a lot of these players basically, a lot of these players are coming from situations where they have to work all year round. And when they're done their career, have to work a regular job. So if you choose dollars over team and you last 5 years, you won't have to work another day in your life if you're smart with your money. Like, if you can make $3 million, now, and you're sorted. You're sorted. Like, it's not like you're gonna live in luxury. But like, if you make $3 million in your career, even post-tax, 1.5 million. Okay, cool. You live in a suburb of a decent enough place and you pay $500K for a house in cash. You then put $500K in the whatever tax break investments there is. Do they have it in America where anything you put into a pension is tax deductible? You freaking put that money into a tax deductible. Heck, you go and get your contract paid as an LLC. You pay less tax. Don't go then put it in as a director's pension so you don't end. It's all tax deductible. Put $500K of that into that director's pension and just let it sit there until you retire. That's millions by the time you retire. You don't need to worry about money when you hit 60. And then use the other $500K, either put it in the S&P 500 or fuck it, buy a property and just rent it out and just get the rental money in because it's cash free or it's tax free. Build up your money from still playing, and then worst case scenario, your house appreciates and you can sell it if you're not bothered. Like, a lot of people are taking the vet minimum to play on their preferred team. Who's a lot of people? Players might take a 100K pay cut. Nobody's taking a 400K pay cut to stay on a team. Unless you are Jewel Lloyd, who, by the way, like, I don't think people realize how much money Jewel Lloyd makes. Jewel Lloyd had a custom shoe at Nike. Sorry, thank you, Mellow Yellow, for the $10. If I didn't thank you, I do apologize. Thank you. The team that wins the title chooses team over money. New York Liberty. Do you really think the Liberty... Like, you do realize... You're saying, oh, these Liberty players are playing on the minimum. Yes, because they don't have any choice. The Liberty have their reserve rights. If they don't play for the Liberty on the minimum, they can't play. Like, if they don't play for the minimum, they literally can't play in the league. Maureen Johannes, Han Zhu, Raquel Carrera, they all have to play on the minimum because they're reserve free agents. Will Amor be able to compete? I don't know. I'm very interested in Georgia Amore. I was really low on Georgia Amore coming into the draft. I had her going 12th. In my last mock draft, I was really low on Georgia Amore. To be fair though, I thought Cheyenne Sellers' knees worked, so I had her going 5, and I had Jusite going 6. But yeah, who is better, Hidalgo or Miles? Hidalgo probably. Thank you, Mary, for the $10. Thank you for all the updates. Really appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, obviously I try to stay live as much as humanly possible. And upload as many videos as humanly possible. How come there's no news of the Vox to go to hiding it? Really go to hiding it. What do I think of Frida Booner? I think Booner will be I don't know if she starts. I don't know if she starts, but like she might be the second round pick that I'm most confident in being a day one contributor, because she's good. Like, worst case scenario, she's a neutral defender and rebounder and shoots the shit out of the ball. Like, that is a worst case scenario for Frida Booner. Is that she's a neutral defender who's a sniper. Do I think Tip Hayes stays in Golden State? Yeah. All the advanced stats say Tip Hayes was one of their most important players, so yeah. I do. Gabby Williams to Valks. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. But what do you mean? So Reese took over? What I think about Toronto? I mean, Toronto are trying to win 17 games next year, which is really odd. Because if they won 7 games, they might get Juju. Valk's the most exciting team to watch last year. I don't necessarily agree. I don't necessarily agree, to be honest. Angel Reese is only good when surrounded by great players. I mean, she is super role player. And I don't mean it as a negative thing. She's like a role player on steroids. Like that, when you're on a good team, that's a compliment. But like, Angel Reese probably won't average double-digit points next year. Dallas is no direction. I actually agree. I also think they're probably going to trade Arike in a year, which is why she signed a 3-year deal. Jess Shepard, Awa fan, Paige. Yeah. Because Awa can play kind of... Awa and Shepard operate from completely different areas. I like Shepard. I like a whack, you know. I like a whack. I still think they're going to take Olivia Miles. I still have this really, really weird feeling they're going to take Olivia Miles. Will Mo Billings be allowed to rebound or box out? What are you talking about? Clark averages like 4 rebounds a game. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This isn't Russell Westbrook narratives. And even still, they probably should do more of that. They probably should do more boxing out, let her get the ball so she can just launch long to Kelsey. They should do more of that. No way the Dream can keep Jones, Gray, Howard, and Reese and Griner. They have kept all of them except for Griner. I don't know how they can afford it, but they can. And Jordan Canada's back on a really cheap deal. I'm like scrolling through Twitter to see if I can find any notifications, but there is none. Obviously, we're coming into the last 45 minutes, so everybody is waiting. Everyone's waiting for another 45 minutes. The Fever should bring in John Quell, who is definitely going back to New York. Griner signed with Connecticut. Yeah, it's literally on screen right now, actually. John Quell Jones is hurt. She might actually be hurt. Do any teams were interested in Mitchell? Yeah, well, duh. Teams would have been interested in Mitchell. I don't think, like, from what I've heard, she wanted a multi-year deal. The Fever wanted a 1-year deal. And that was what the holdout was. Is that she wanted multi-years, Fever wanted 1 year. And there were, in the last 30 hours, there were talks that Kelsey Mitchell was going to say, trade me if they didn't give her a multi-year deal. Like, there were talks. Grind is not a max deal. Yeah, the Connecticut's not trying to lose. They're absolutely trying to lose. She's a vet in there to help whoever they draft. She's just a vet. Carla Late's the fast point guard in the league. You got the wrong young French point guard. It's Layla Lacan. Layla Lacan is probably the fastest point guard in the league. Ace's Liberty Fever dream. Sleeping on the Lynx. No, they didn't give a 2.2 million for 7 players. Well, yeah, it's just 7 minimums. It's fine. Yeah, they're probably going to draft O'Cott. That makes perfect sense. If they draft O'Cott with their 12th pick, the 12th pick, don't they have in this year's draft? And they use the draft Medina O'Cott, then absolutely that makes a lot of sense then. Do you think Johannes will win us the Olympics again? Are you talking about Johannes being so shit in the final that he's won that America won the Olympics because of that? I don't know. The Olympics until 2028. Can New York afford Messiman? No. No. New York cannot afford Emma Messiman. Fever front office are doing... No, Kelsey's on a 1-year deal. I think she's gone. Can I do a map board equation? Okay, 1 second. Okay, so we don't know. We don't know what Ty Harris and Mo Billings got paid. So, and we don't know if Kelsey or if Sophie is coming back. We don't know if Lexi's coming back. We'll find out soon. The Wings better than the Fever this year with Hamby. Keep believing that. Like, I'm sorry. Paige Bueckers, Arike, Paige. I don't know. Hamby, Betts / Awa. Zaza James. There's no way Dantas is making 1 cent over the minimum. There has to be no way. Dantas was so bad last year. Dantas was so bad. You say sign and trade Kelsey Mitchell to move up for Haquez. What? I want whatever drugs you're on. Like, I really want to know what drugs you're on. Gabriela Haquez is a... I don't know. Is she better Kylie Feuerbach? I don't know if she's a poor man's Sonia Citron or a rich man's Kylie Feuerbach. I really don't know. All these role players getting max contracts. Man, Brittany Sykes was an all-star. Brittany Sykes and Marina Mabrey are going to combine for... I'm going to say this right now. Brittany Sykes and Marina Mabrey are going to combine for more points than Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. The Portland Fire are not going to be very good, but I think they're going to combine for more points. They are going to chuck. I mean that. They are going to chuck. Is Kate protected Vox? Hackwa great and Fearbach. Yeah. I have tissue on my mustache. I, in fact, do not. My mustache is just 17 different colors. Like, there's a world where Hackwa doesn't make the roster. I don't, like... I like Gabriella Hackwa. I like her because she puts in 100% effort. But, like... I mean, the shooting is so inconsistent if you look at how Hackwa played last year. So, like, in her career, she shot over 35% from three once, and she shoots a lot of open. But if you look at the game log, to start the season, she was on fire. Like 3 of 5, 5 of 6, 1 of 3, 3 of 4, 5 of 6. And then she gets into conference play here, and it's 0 of 2, 0 of 2, 0 of 2, 0 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, 0 of 2, 0 of 1, 0 of 1, 1 of 4, 1 of 4, 1 of 3, 1 of 5, 0 of 1, 2 of 7. Like, she went a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 game streak without shooting over 50% from 3 in a game. Like, she shot over 50% from 3 times in her last 30. And I don't understand 50% from 3 is high. Ezzy Magbegor getting offered a max. She's getting offered a max purely just as a player, just for 1 year to have her with Dom. I think they might trade her and they might just get rid of her, to be honest. The Fever do not need Ezzy. Jesus. I don't know how much better Ezzy is than Mo Billings. Four-point games in college red flag. I mean, it happens, though. It happens. Tempo versus Dream game is the first game of the season. Should I see Toronto Tempo? I'm probably going to go to that Fever game. Like, I kind of have... Like, I have a lot of friends in Toronto that I kind of want to see. How much are tickets for the Fever game? 3,000 courtside, 700. Fuck me. 266. Fuck it, it might be like a treat yourself type thing. How much is it for courtside resale? $3,000. 1,000 for courtside? I'm not. If I have a good month, if I have a good June and July, I might buy a courtside seat for that game. Flaw J and the Sky win more games than Reese. Probably. Like, if Skylar Diggins goes and Azare goes, like, it's a competent team. They haven't been competent in a long time. But yeah. How many games are we expecting Caitlin to be sent to the corner? With this team, with Mo Billings, I don't know. Like, if you're signing Mo Billings, you're kind of doubling down on Caitlin Clark, because Mo Billings isn't that skilled a back down player. Like, that's not really what Mo Billings does. Will Gino shake hands with Dawn to draft? I don't think so. Where should the W play a game in Ireland? I mean, we don't have an. Do we? Actually, we probably do up north. We probably do up north. Um, have an arena above 5,000 people. We could probably turn like our main like concert place. You could probably turn the 3 arena into one. But I have no idea. Is Sophie signing with Indy? I have no idea. I have no idea, to be honest. How's Charlie Collier is going to come back? How's Charlie Collier doing? Where did Charlie Collier play this year? So she played in Turkey. Can't really shoot. Average 15 and 6 for a terrible team by the looks of things. Oh no, they got murdered. She had 31 against Fenner, I guess, in the game. She had 31 against Fenner. Did it matter? Not really. She still had 31 against Fenner. I'd still, on a minimum or developmental spot, I wouldn't be that opposed to Charlie Collier. Like, there had to be a reason she was the number 1 pick. Like, there has to be a reason for that. Is it midnight Eastern? Yeah. Hence why I'm live. I will be live from midnight Eastern to probably 1 a.m. Could Deladon come back and get the bag? No, I think she's done. Like, if you guys don't know, Elena Deladon, am I right in saying she didn't play? She just, after like sophomore year in college, just goes, I'm not playing basketball this year. I'm playing volleyball. She's decided midway through college. Like, she committed to UConn, showed up on campus, and before she got to a practice, just went home, was like, I'm not going to UConn. Like, she was like genuinely, she was a one of a kind human. You don't think you're going to see many announcements at midnight? I think we're going to see all of them at midnight. I think we're going to see all of them at midnight. Hence why I'm live. If we don't see a whole bunch of ones at midnight, I could be offline. I could be ending stream because again, it's currently 4:30 in the morning. The last thing I want to do is, like, worst case scenario, I want to like make sure that I get some sleep for tomorrow. The Fire end up with Raven. Why? Like, I understand if the tempo took Raven. Why would the Fire take Raven? The Fire are literally just going for upside. I think the Fire are going to take Angloma. I don't know how much. What do you think the Liberty are giving them under the table? Is Venom stalking at anywhere tonight? That was a fun time. That was actually no. That was an awful time. I don't know why I said that was a fun time. That was the worst time ever. Like, I went on holidays, ironically, to Santa Pola during that type of thing, during when that was happening, and I literally just remember like celebrating that the CBA got signed. And they were like people I was there were like, why are you celebrating? I'm like, because I don't have to wake up every hour of the night to see has anyone said anything. Who we go back up for Kelsey? I mean, Flauja if she's there at 10. You do realize that the Dream are just going to start chucking, right? Like, Angel Reese is going to shoot 3-3-pointers game. Like, Angel's lowlights with the Dream, I'm not joking, are going to be hilarious. Like, she's going to be winning games. But, like, it is going to be the funniest lowlights in the history of basketball. Latson might be there at 10. Latson can't shoot for shit. Did I follow WNBA before Caitlin came in? Like, to an extent. Like, I'd watch the finals most years because I had nothing else to do. And if I was bored in the summer and it was on TV, I'd watch it. I watched a load of the 2013 season because it was like, I was like 16. I was in my school summer holidays. I had nothing else to do. And because I'd watched a lot of college basketball that year. And it was the year Brittany Griner went number 1. And it was the first year Stewie won, I think. I think it was her freshman season. So I watched a lot of college that year. So I remember coming into that draft watching Diggins, Deladon, Brittany Griner. I thought that Deladon should have gone number 1. I was just a huge fan of Deladon at the time. And I remember watching those that year. Obviously a really good Maya Moore Lynx team. There was, I'm trying to think who I remember. Actually, Kelsey Bone was in that rookie. She was in that draft class, wasn't she? 2013 was such a good rookie class. But between 2013 and 2023, I watched the finals occasionally, and I watched a bit of the wobble, and that was about it. Caitlin, her rookie year, was best W coach. I mean, she pretty much did coach the team. I can't lie. That team did coach themselves. If the Fever somehow managed to swing a trade for JC Sheldon, I'd be happy. I'd be happy. Caitlin Clark wants Cheryl Swoops as an assistant coach. The Rangers said the Dream traded an 82 Ford pickup with a bad seal for Angel Reese. What? I don't know what you're trying to imply. Like, the Chicago Sky wanted to get. I wouldn't hate Katie Lou on a minimum. She's 6'3", plays hard, and can shoot. Like, I'm okay. I'd take her over Dantas. Like, Dantas is the same, except minus the playing hard. What's the deal with free agency? Nothing can be signed for another 29 minutes. I mean, I would love Cheryl Swoops to cover every single Fever game because she would say or do something crazy around Caitlin Clark, and I could make a video on it every week. No, Katie Lou, come on. Like, Katie Lou was bad because she was on a near max. She wasn't bad if she was on a minimum. It's like, it's the Christy Wallace situation all over again. Like, you'd take Christy Wallace as your 11th man. She had 17 and a half against Washington. Man, if Dantas turns into Brazil Dantas, I promise you guys, I will do whatever I can. I will make an like, you will hear my apology video for Dantas. Thank you so much for the $5. Mike, thank you. Graceberg to the Fever max contract. You should bring back Sachs to the Queen Egbo. Yeah, why not? Who's the Fever's biggest competition? Like, look, I don't think the Fever walk into this season as a championship favorites. I don't. I'm going to be honest. Fever should have protected Bibby. I think they protected Sophie. Grace will be a minimum contract player. Yeah, duh. Like, that is what, like, I don't think people realize, like, even though Grace Berger is not very good, she does the right thing. And it's the reason why Dallas like her. She does the right thing. There are not people people underestimate how many WNBA players. Like, when she played for the Fever, do you want to know what she did? She passed the ball to Caitlin. Like, she didn't do anything else. She didn't shoot well. She was a mediocre defender, but she passed the ball to Caitlin. And that's literally all she does for Dallas. Whenever she gets the ball, she tries to give the ball to Paige, and she's the only player on the Dallas Wings that will pass the ball to Paige. Like, and that's the biggest problem, is that, like, when I had it with Erica Wheeler, the biggest problem is, like, Caitlin and Christy Wallace could be beside each other. Whoever was the most open was getting the ball. And which meant that they were passing the ball to Christy Wallace to initiate the offense if Wheeler was a point guard. And it's like, at least with Grace, she got the ball to Caitlin no matter what. And it's the same with the wings, where it's like, that was one of the biggest problems. The Paige would be open and Dejanay would be open, and players just kept passing the ball to Dejanay. Thank you so much, Jim, for $20. Really appreciate it. Thank you. But again, thank you so much. But it was basically a thing where they would constantly look off Paige to give the ball to Dejanay. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? You're like you're ignoring your best player to give the ball to your worst offensive player. And at least Grace gave the fucking ball to Paige. Like, she didn't shoot well. She was a mediocre defender, but she passed it to Paige, and that's the reason she got re-signed. That is literally the reason she got re-signed, because she's willing to pass the ball to her. She knows who her team's best player is, and she is willing to pass them the ball. Like, that realistically, that is what Grace Berger's value at the next level is. She is willing to pass the ball to players better than her. And the scary thing is, there's not actually that many WNBA players that realize this bullshit equal opportunities offense, like, doesn't work at the pro level. You give the ball to your better players. Like, you give the ball to players in a position to succeed. You don't just pass the ball to whoever's open. You're not 14-year-olds anymore. Thank you for the membership. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Liz Cambridge. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think Timpson might get cut and end up in a development spot. Paige needs a PG, otherwise they're wasting her shooting percentage. I agree. I think if she ends up having to run a one with AZ and Enrique, I think half of her job is going to be trying to get the two in the ball. I love the Ty Harris pickup. She'll make money on the side. Yeah, but you also don't realize how much, like, of that money is still going to be there if she leaves the Fever, right? Like, she's already got the Caitlyn boost. She's already got the Caitlyn relevancy. Like, 80% of that money is going to be there. Like, she's not going to lose relevancy as a player from not being if Billings signed with the Fever, does that mean no Alana? Yeah, almost certainly. Almost certainly. You can use Michaela Timpson when you need a tipped ball. Fair, I guess. Fair. Stolke second rounder. I think he can probably get better than Stolke in the second round, to be honest. But worst case scenario, I think she's better than Timpson. I think she's a better all-around player than Timpson because she's super high IQ and passes way better. Like, Stokey's probably developmental slot. Any chance Alana Smith still? Probably not. If Jen's a new Fever coach, Triangle's coming back. Caitlin, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to run the pick and roll. No screens. Jada Chimpy to the fever. I heard she was a hooper in high school. Then went on to average 1 point per game for 4 years in college. No, they have to be maximum 5 years in the league, not in the league 3 to 5 years. Maximum 5 years. Players don't need 3 years experience. No. I think is it not maximum? Is it maximum of 3 or maximum of 4? I don't know. What do I know about Timpson's Euro team stint? Yeah, I tried to watch a bunch of their games. She never got off the bench. She was getting DMPs, and when she was coming in, she was complete garbage. I made so many videos. People were like, oh, look, KK had 18 points in his game. I'm like, yeah. In a 75-point win in the Czech League, where they didn't play any of their players. Like, when it matters in EuroLeague, she shouldn't get in the court. Sophie Cunningham is in League 8 years. Yeah, but like, you do realize that even if you want to say her fame is due to proximity to Caitlin, she's already gained that notoriety. Like, for lack of a better way of describing it, Sophie Cunningham is a lot less tied to Caitlin than a lot of other players. Because, like, she has the like, a lot of the fan base for Sophie Cunningham is like, for lack of a better way of it, like, a lot of non-WNBA fans are fans of Sophie Cunningham. I'm not comparing KK Timpson to Addie Deal. Addie Deal was in a bad system. KK Timpson doesn't understand where to stand between. He doesn't understand how to stand between the ball and the man in the basket. She doesn't understand the concept. Like, I'm not joking. Do you know that KK Timpson went 52 games without picking up an assist, right? I'm not exaggerating. She went 52 games without getting an assist. I don't know how that's not possible. How that's possible. I actually don't know how it's possible to go 52 games without an assist. But KK did it. KK did it. Like, as far as feel for the game, she might have the worst feel for the game I've ever seen. She's a freak athlete. Her arms are super long. She's quick. But, like, thank you so much, Brandon, for the $10. Is it true we're getting Monique? It seems like it is. It seems like it is. We will know in 19 minutes. Addie Deal, terrible ball handling, decision making. Well, yeah, she's a slasher in a system where you can't drive because there's two bigs in the paint at all times. She's like a slasher and a pick and roll slasher. She likes to play downhill, and the team didn't do anything. How is it possible that they signed so many players? So the Aces, I don't think have anyone. I don't think Angel will take the Supermax. Every player in the Aces is taking a pay cut. Alicia Gray has taken a pay cut. The odds of Ryan Howard taking a pay cut seems to be quite high. Addie Deal had her chance to shine at Iowa. Man, you could have played Addie Deal 50 minutes out of 40 minutes a game, and she would, like, no slasher. Like, you could have, I mean this when I say this, you could have put, that Iowa team could have held Tania Latson to 6 points a game playing for them, because Stolke and Hayden were basically defenders if you're a slasher. Looks like fear front office. KK Timpson to Toby Fournier. Like, no. Like, I'm sorry. You guys think I'm you guys think I'm making this up. 0.0 assists per game. I have never seen that in my life. How exactly do you have 0.0 assists per game? 0.0. In college, where she was a high usage player, she played 30 minutes a game. 0.6 assists per game. How do you get that many touches? And average, how do you average 18 points and a half an assist per game? And the biggest thing is that she had one assist. I remember celebrating this. They won this game by they killed whoever it was it? I think they won this game by 50. But she had one assist. She had one assist in EuroLeague. That is the last assist she had since, I think she won her last 15 college games without having an assist either. KK with experience. KK's getting worse. I followed KK overseas. She's getting worse. Her decision making is getting worse. Her feel is getting worse. She's actually gets worse. She has not improved. She has not improved once. LA Coring Plum, we know. Did they Corin trade her? Did she sign? I would assume KK Timpson in the half court has passed the ball less than 5 times during the season. How is pointing out? Was people like KK Timpson is going to be an impact player, and I'm like, KK Timpson couldn't. It's not that KK Timpson couldn't be an impact player for a bad EuroLeague team. She couldn't get on the floor. If you know anything about European basketball, players get brought over as import players, non-EU players, Americans, and your import players have to be good if you want to be successful as a team. I don't think you understand how bad you have to be as an import player to get DNPs. I don't think you understand how bad your coach has to think you are to get not played as an import player. I've never seen it happen in the history of basketball. She was getting DNPs in EuroLeague. Want a Sev Uzu instead of Odyssey Sims? No. I want a Sev Uzu instead of Ari. Get it right. I want a Kennedy Carter instead of Odyssey Sims. Yeah, no shit. Michaela Timpson's up. If Michaela Timpson didn't have the athletic upside, she wouldn't be in the league right now. Billy Bremner would have been disappointed. You're supposed to be Yorkshire and Ireland's finest. Billy Bremner was Scottish. Billy Bremner was Scottish. How the Ace could have built out a bench? Minimum contracts, baby. The Aces have relationships with old players. They'll get them on minimums. No to Monique. Why no to Monique? Explain any logic. Thoughts on Lynn Roberts as a coach? We'll see, I guess. She doesn't like mid-range shots, which I actually kind of... Apparently that's why Rakia left. Because her coach wanted her to take threes instead of long twos. I shit you not. Apparently that was the main factor Rakia Jackson wanted to leave. Is that her coach wanted her to stop taking long twos and wanted her to shoot threes. Thoughts on bets? Thoughts on Mabry and Sykes. I mean, Mabry and Sykes, I think they're going to be all right, you know. I think they might average. You might be the highest scoring duo in the league. But yeah. Chelsea Grace finalising a deal to never. Imagine if Conor McCaffrey becomes an assistant coach for the Dream. That would be hilarious. Chelsea Grace finalising a deal to never pass Caitlin. They're not on the same team, so why not? Bet's greater than Cardoso. No. Yeah, I mean, Roberta seems to be most on the money. She seems to be since Annie's unemployed for the time being, it seems to be Roberta as the main person. But yeah. Ten more minutes. Thank you so much for the $50, Nabeed. Thank you. Congrats on my graduation. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know how, but I managed to. I somehow managed to graduate from a master's degree. Am I still all doom and gloom? I'm positive enough. It might sound like I'm all doom and gloom, but that's only because it's 4:50 in the morning and I haven't slept yet. And I haven't really drank much caffeine today. Just a small bit. If Mabry was never traded from the Sky team, if still imploded, that would have been the worst thing ever. Because they would have been like one spot off getting into the playoffs. They would have been like one spot off getting into the playoffs in 2024 instead of 3 spots off getting into, or instead of 2 spots off getting into the playoffs. Instead of being the 10th seed, they would have been the 9th seed. And then they wouldn't have had the Connecticut pick swap, so they wouldn't have the 5th pick this year. They would have still given the Lynx a 2nd pick. Let's get me to 100k subs by next month. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Wasn't Alana disliked the fee for cutting her? Different front office. So what do you mean, did I get my hood? Your Fever GM. Yeah, there's a lot of decisions. It's one thing to there's a lot of things as a GM, like personnel decisions that are way above the pay grade of a random person on YouTube who watches some clips and watches people play in person a couple of times to decide. There's a reason why GMs get paid what they are. I'd rather Stokey than Cody McMahon. As a developmental player, yes, Cody McMahon's way better. Way better. My hood. I've never heard master's degree referred to as that, but yes, I did do a master's degree. Don't think I'll ever use it, but I have a master's degree. Rachel Bannon better not be in the league next year. She shoots the shit out of the ball. She's going to be in the league. Will Corey Close retire? Probably not. What was my math concentration? What does that mean? I have an undergrad in maths. I have a mathematics undergrad. I have a I have a master's in social media. Sky may make the playoffs. Who drops out? Who drops out of the playoffs, though? Because, like, the Sparks are definitely going to make the playoffs. So if you're saying the Sky are going to make the playoffs and the Sparks are going to make the playoffs, who drops out? The Storm are one. Do you think the Valks drop out? Who is it you put in your shows? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I actually don't. My ceremony, I was actually sitting beside a guy in my ceremony who was 1 million YouTube subscribers. He was in my course. He was one of these, like, brain rot shorts creators. He has 1.27 million. All he does is just twerk on. He just makes brain rot twerk videos. I literally was just like, you have 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube. And I'm like, man, I've been doing this a job for 10 years and the most on any of my channels is 300k. Just goes CC's approach to weight training. I'm not one of her trainers. I have no idea. Where am I from? I'm from Ireland. Sky, I believe in getting big names. I mean, if you're going to get Skylar Diggins, Azare Stevens, Rakia Jackson, Camila Cardoso, and probably Flaujair Onyenwere, you're going to be pretty damn good. I see a new locker room. No, but it's probably cool. It's probably cool. Leash off is 1.2 million. The man just twerks. There's like, he'll just be standing, he just stands there. And there's like random words on the side of like lyrics to a song. And when it hits a certain word, like he'll be standing there staring at the camera on like certain words. And then randomly he'll hit a word and he'll twerk for that word. And then he'll be back standing in the same position. It's the weird, like I don't get it. It's just brain rot. It's just brain rot. I don't get it, man. I'm 29. Yeah, Jewel Lloyd probably, if she wins a title, she probably makes like $500,000 off Nike. The guy's channel, like, I named David Daly. Good guy. Don't get it. I don't get it. Man, I don't get it. And I literally said it to him. And I was like, man, I've watched your channel. I just don't get it. The coach said they did not want to play the rookies who had just played a full season WNBA. The coach was using that as an excuse to not play Michaela Timpson because Caitlin Chen played. Hey, subscriber numbers are the least relevant things on YouTube. I do want to stress that. Subscribe. The only reason I'm pushing for subscribers is just, again, it is a vanity metric. It is a vanity metric, but I kind of want I kind of want another play button so I can just say I did it a third time. I've already got 2 of them. I want to say I did it a third time. Like 7 or 8 years later. I got 2 in 2 months in 2019. Where's Leah Rue going? Dallas. She signed in Dallas. Indiana need another big or forward. I mean, we'll see who they sign. We'll see who's being signed in 2 minutes. Imagine if it turns out that they're like, you know what, we're just going to give the official numbers now. Like, if it turns out that I've just been live for no reason. Has there been any official sightings once it hit midnight yet? I don't know. Like, they can officially sign, so we should get numbers. One minute. How far are we off? Does not show the full clock. Kate Martin for Lexi Hull. Fever would get fleeced in that trade. Actually, maybe on Kate Martin's contract, maybe not. Come on. He's son will tank for Juju. Absolutely. Absolutely they're tanking for Juju. Why else would you pay Brittany Griner $1 million? Really? Really? Nothing? Nothing. You're kidding me, right? What? This isn't like the NBA where everyone will get announced the second that it's allowed. Did I just stay up till 5 a.m. for nothing? Damn. Damn. Annie Costable in the chat. Annie, if you are here, we need you. We need you. Roberta in chat laughing. She probably is. She already has me blocked. To be fair, she has me blocked because I kept tweeting about the teenage boy thing. The Caitlin Clark acts like a teenage boy. Views matter more than subs. I mean, yeah, obviously. Roberta's breaking all the news, so whatever you want to say about Roberta, don't say it about Roberta now. Damn. Is that it? Is that it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What are we doing? Oh, lads. There's no way we can't even get money. Like, So no one signed for the Fever. So the Fever have nothing. No, it's 12 Eastern time. So the Fever have nothing signed and ready. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Wow. There's nothing. Apparently, how true is it? How true is it that Sophie said, I thought it was going to be like the NBA. When, as soon as the, like, deadline hit, all the announcements will be made. It doesn't matter what time it is in the West Coast. It's 12 East. The deadline is 12 Eastern time. I'm up at 5 a.m., man. I'm up at 5 a.m. Is there any news? Most are on these. It is irrelevant where they are. The cutoff point is on Eastern time. It is irrelevant. Like, the world doesn't freeze. You don't go into the future by moving time zones. No news. What happened last year? The free agency happened in February. Jewel Lloyd signed with Aces. We know. It doesn't matter what time it is in the West. We'll get a good night's sleep and you won't. Ha ha. Let's all laugh at the Irish guy. Who is going to eventually have to get some sleep. Otherwise, I can't have this crap keep happening to my face. This has to be one and done. Like, BG getting 1 mil. Yep. Yep, BG's getting 1 mil. So, we have had no news for 2 hours. And I went live being like, oh, we're going to have loads of stuff. Like, 20 minutes after the Brittany Griner news. I don't know. Mick talks sleep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm going to have a good sleep. These are crazy expensive for basically every tempo game. I'm drinking some scotch, man. I drink once a year. Sorry, not that I drink once a year. I get drunk once a year. Someone just said they're physically signing contracts now. Yeah, like, it shouldn't take long to find a like, they are do such a shit job. They, like, as a league, they do the shittest job ever. I cannot be more clear. As a league, and not even just as a league, every one of these teams, like, every one of these teams, they do such a bad job. Thank you for the $2 redeem. Really appreciate it. You signed a contract, then you pop the champagne. But, like, we should know, like, there shouldn't be this contract should have been signed and we should know what she's being paid, not a 7-figure deal. Like, how many contracts do we know? 2.2 mil plus. That's not a fucking contract number. 1.2 mil plus. 1.2 plus million. That's not a number. We know one contract exactly, and two. Sorry, Kelsey Mitchell. Everything else is a plus in it. Everything else is a plus. Join the Try channel. Are they still a thing? I probably could. Unironically, I probably could. So one of the founding people on the Try channel, the guy on the left in their video on their channel trailer, the guy on the left in that, I play pickleball with his dad. I play pickleball with his 65-year-old dad a few times a week. I definitely could get onto the Try channel. If I really pushed it. Where did you get Courtney Williams from? I mean it. If Courtney Williams signed for the Sky, like, if Courtney Williams signed for the Sky and not Skylar Diggins, that means that the Indiana Fever probably may not have signed because it was a Roberta report. Thank you for the $2. Breanna Sleep. Look at Roberta's last week. She has me blocked. What is her last tweet? Her last tweet is that contracts can't be signed until 8 minutes ago. One is still buzz to Storm. Yeah, we know that. We know that. Nobody has tweeted anything in the last 10 minutes. At all. I'll give it 10 more minutes. I will give it 10 more minutes to see has anything being said. And then I'm going to go to sleep. Ideally, we have something good. Ideally, we do. Her last tweet is you have been blocked. I mean, if it is, I don't know, it's her second last tweet. The pin tweet is there. They're all asleep. Who the fuck is asleep at 9 p.m. on the West Coast? Storm, Draft, Miles, or Foot? I don't think they take Foot. Coulson to the Fever. Based on? Based on? I'm trying to find anything here. There's nothing. As a rate of Fever question mark. Unlikely. I don't know if Fever have the money for that. The Fever bot situation is still hilarious. That is still hilarious. I don't know who Dan Housen is. I do know Lyra Valkyria, though. She grew up down the road from me. Well, not down the road, like. She grew up, like, 10-minute drive from me. But, like, in her friend group in school, I would have known a lot of her friend group in school through basketball. So, like, I would have been out with her a few times. And, like, no, I don't know. I may have spoke to her once, may not have spoke to her. But, like, I remember just looking her up. I was like, oh, do I know her? Because they were like, oh, where she was from, and she was my age. It's like, maybe I know her. And I, like, looked up her Facebook page, had, like, 80 mutual friends. I think I might have been friends with her on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, I definitely recognize her. This is a mad one. This is a mad situation. But that is how small of a world Ireland is. The road that I grew up on If you go to the end of the road, it was the school Becky Lynch went to as well. Like, Dublin is the smallest place ever. Like, you're 2 degrees of separation from every single person in the fucking country in Ireland. Fever needs Stevenson. Who the fuck is Stevenson? I'm from Ireland. Where did you think I'm from? Like, you're literally 2 degrees of separation from everyone in Ireland. I think I'm being trolled. So do I. I think I'm being trolled too. Scoop. The Fever are signing welcome Katie Lou. Katie Lou is coming back. Thank you for saying I appreciate it. I cannot, like, it was funny, like, I had a bit of energy, and as soon as nothing happened when the clock hit midnight, I just died. Azure Stevenson. That's not a person. Scoop, the Fever. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. You guys can quote me on this. The Fever are signing Stevenson. Who is Stevenson? Who the fuck knows? Yeah, Stevenson's coming. I would assume Katie Lou's back soon enough from the ACL. I wonder what happened with Carly Samuelson. Like, she was pretty good. How the tempo looking? They're probably going to win 15. Probably going to go 15 and 29 next year. Azuri Steven is played for LA Sparks last season. Azuri? Katie Lou Stevenson. Are we just Fever's like Casper the Ghost? Is everyone? They're waiting for Mick to end live stream. Man, I've got 3 more minutes. Grace Berger makes her return. Fuck. Azure. You misspelled. You didn't spell Azure right. Azure Samuelson. Not even $10 communication. I'm like very much end the live stream and they'll post up. They probably fucking will. Like, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to end the live stream. Take out my unload my dishwasher, go to bed, and set an alarm every 90 minutes until like 1 p.m. It's 5:18 in the morning. Get to sleep by 6 a.m. and set my alarm every 90 minutes. So worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, I'm an hour and a half. I'm 90 minutes late to a video. But like, you just never know. Because this 90-minute sleep schedule. So I'm going to go full on summoning salt, describing what I'm doing. So imagine a bus. And every hour I'm awake are when the bus is leaving. So anytime news comes during that hour and a half, it's in there for the next time the bus leaves at the end of the hour. So I could be making the video at the start of it, or I could be making the video immediately after news, or I could be 90 minutes late. That's an awful sleep schedule. I'm not doing it tomorrow. Someone gave me 5 bucks to sleep. I appreciate that. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Somebody laughed. Somebody understood the summoning salt reference. Somebody understood it. Someone understood the reference. We are 1 minute away from the ending stream anyway. Pre-record my reactions. Oh, imagine if I just made a video. This could change everything. It's the worst. Just change random things, being like, this is the worst decision the Fever could have made. Signing, and then just putting in the name. Azare. Or it wouldn't be. Natasha Howard. But yeah, I am going to bed. I am exhausted. Thank you guys for being here this stream. If you guys could, there are 700 people in here. Surely at least 5 of you guys aren't subscribed. So if even 5 of you guys could subscribe, maybe if we can make it, yeah, if even 5 of you guys could subscribe, and then we will hop offline, just even for the staying awake part. So I will see you guys. I am effing exhausted. I am so tired. I'll see you guys.